is said to be the most beautiful and best preserved library in the world. Its appearance has remained unchanged since the 18th century. You'll find it here in the Clementinum in the historic center of Prague, just a short walk from the Charles Bridge. The library, like the entire complex, was built by the Jesuits, and it was a center of learning, science, and spiritual life.
We are located as the main set of Clementinum in the heart of the Prague, nearby the Charles Bridge, and I would like to mention that this area was the center of the education and cultural life from the early beginning of the medieval times. In the past, in the early medieval times, the Dominican monastery was located here, but unfortunately it was burned during so-called Hussite wars after 1420. This new complex of the building was built by the Jesuit Society members, and they were invited to Prague and came in the half of the 16th century. Generally, I would like to say that in the collections of the National Library of the Czech Republic, it's almost 8 million of volumes of books, periodicals, maps, and other types of the documents. Here in the Baroque Library, we can find almost 24,000 of the volumes. But if I can say a few words about the oldest one, which is located here, it's the Bible from Nuremberg from the 16th century. If we are looking around us, we can see a lot of stacks full of the books. They were thrown here in the way of the Jesuit Society way of thinking in the past. The access is directly for the library staff, and as I said, from the window perspective also for the tourists. But when we are talking about the content of this Baroque library, we can say that it's open for the students, from the researchers, academics, and other people studying the medieval and early modern times of the Bohemian countries and of course Central Europe region.
Mozart performed here during his visit to Prague, and Albert Einstein gave a lecture in 1911. The library also keeps the writings by Johannes Kepler dedicated to the University of Prague. After the founding of Czechoslovakia, the Clementinum was renovated and the National Library was established here. However, the Baroque Hall was closed to the public for many years, and it has been open since 2000. The library also appears in the short story The Secret Miracle by Jorge Luis Borges, where the main character, Jaromir Hladik, dreams about God.
There are more areas of the Clementinum which are open for the audience. I do recommend especially the corridors nearby so-called Křižovnická street, where are so beautiful paintings from the life of Ignaz from Loyola and Franciscus Xaverius, or we can recommend to study in the general reading room, which is also very well painted, and there is a lot of inspiration coming from the books and the space itself.